Okay, hello again. I'm going to cover lesson 11, grammar, unit 7, technology. All of this lesson 11, about direct and indirect speech or reported speech, direct and reported speech. So if one of you said, I had eggs for breakfast, or somebody else may say, my mom gave me some money. So if I want to report this back, we can say that he said he had eggs. He said he had eggs for breakfast. For the second one, she said her mom gave her some money. So this is a brief introduction about the lesson here. Lesson 11, grammar. All of the lesson is about direct and indirect speech or reported speech. You see in the due exercises. So exercise A, look at table 1. Choose the correct option to complete each sentence. For the first one, the correct option is what? He said, you all worked very hard. Second one, he told me you worked very hard. And the last one, he asked me, do you work hard? Okay. 2. Which reporting verb do we use when we say who we are talking to? When we say who we are talking to, we use tell in 2 if we know, or when we say who we are talking to, we use tell. He told me. For 3, which reporting verb do we use when we don't mention who we are talking to? We use say. Which reporting verb, question 4 here. Which reporting verb, A, always, never, sometimes takes an object? I hope you know object here. So in English sentence, we have what? Or we usually have subject, verb, and object. Some of these verbs, or we can put them in 3 categories. The first one, always, a verb always needs an object here. Tell, the verb tell always needs an object or takes an object. He told me, he told me, he told him, he told them. Fine. So always we use an object, or the verb tell takes an object. For the second one, never, a verb never takes an object. This is say. We say he said that, there is no object here after the verb say. For C, sometimes takes an object. This is ask. Ask sometimes takes an object and sometimes never takes an object. This is what ask. He asked me, or he asked, without an object. So the 2 options here is correct for the verb ask. You can use an object sometimes, and sometimes without object. Okay, this is for exercise A. Exercise B, look at table 2A. Table 2A, because there is a relation between this and the previous one. Table 2A. Find 3 differences between this report speech sentences and direct speech in sentences in table 1. For two true T or F, false for these statements here. Write T or F, true or false. Okay, for the first question here, the differences between a direct and indirect speech here. Direct speech, report speech, and the direct speech here. So you can say direct speech and indirect speech. Reported like indirect speech. Okay, the first difference, there are no quotation marks in reported speech here in second example here. So look here, these are called what? Quotation, this and this. But when we reported speech, there are no quotation marks in reported speech here in this example, we without any quotation marks. This is the first difference. The second difference, the verb tense is different. So here you see you all work very hard. Here you all worked. Change to what? To past. Work became worked. This is the second difference. The third difference, the word that in statements, and if the words that in a statement, and if in what? In questions. In closed questions. You know closed questions? Closed questions like can say yes, no questions are used in reported speech. Do you work hard? You can either yes, I do, or no, I don't. These are called closed questions, and sometimes or they are called also yes, no questions because the answer is yes or no. Okay, these are the three differences between or also the four. Sorry, we have another difference. Four differences. The last difference, change of pronouns in reported speech. Look here. You all work very hard. We all work very hard. You work very hard. I work very hard. You, I. Also, the pronoun is changed. These are the four differences between reported speech and direct speech between the two or in the two tables. Question 2, true or false? For 2, 1, or sometimes the tense goes back present to past when speech is reported. This is true. This is true. We say here. We say worked in the past. There is no need for quotation marks in the reported speech. This is true. Also, we check here. We don't have what? Quotation marks. Report statements always use the word that. This is false. Report statements always use the word that. This is not true. And the last one, reported questions, always include the word if or whether. This is false. Because the reason is what? This is true if the question is closed, but open questions do not need if or whether. Open questions like information questions or WH words questions. I hope this is clear to you. Fine. By now I've covered exercise B. Exercise C, look at table 2B here, this table. Complete the sentences. Check that the pronouns in the report speech sentences have been changed where necessary. What else needs to change? I can do some of them with you because you have to practice also. Don't depend on teachers solely, or maybe I can do the first one for you. She said Salim is very clever. Report the speech. The answer is what she said, that Salim was very clever. So here the verb is changed from is to was, and that is introduced here or is included here. Fine. You do the second yourselves, please. Okay. Check that the pronouns in the report speech sentences have been changed where necessary. This is for you to change. He told me. You say he told me, or she told me. She told you. She told me. For 3, what else needs to change? In addition to change of pronouns and verb, what else do we need to change? The verb, you need to change the verb tenses from present to past, for example, from present to past. Exercise D, look at table 3. This is table 3. Table 3 before lesson 12 grammar here. Table 3. Choose the correct time expression. Complete each sentence. There are 2 possible answers for each sentence. 2. Read the following rules. The preposition at is used with a specific time of day or clock time. The preposition on is used with a day or date, you know, day and date, like years. The preposition in is used with a year, month, or season. What is the rule for during? Which other preposition can we use if the time is imprecise or not clearly expressed or precisely expressed? Okay. For the first question, C table, look at the table 3 again, and I can do, or to quickly answer some of the here in the table. I will cross one because we have 3 options. 2 of them are correct, 1 is incorrect. I will tell the incorrect option. For the first one here, he moved to Michigan at the age of, we cross in 7 here, the last one. The last one must be crossed out. For 3, he went deaf. I will cross one of them also. In the age of, this is not correct. In the age of 12. In the age of 12. Okay, his workshop was closed. We say here, cross the wrong one, which is around winter. The other 2 are correct. So do the rest, please. Do the rest yourselves. Okay, let's go back and see any questions here. For 2, these are the rules. What is the rule for during? Okay, during is used with a period of time in the same way as in. Go to the rules of in here, like here. In is used with the year, month, or season. During is used with a year, month, or season. It's also used before other noun phrases. For example, we say during lunch. So lunch is a noun phrase, and during, it comes before it. During, we say during lunch, during the lecture. For question 3, which other preposition can we use if the time is imprecise or not exact. Not exact. Here we use the proposition around. We use the proposition around. Now I finished lesson 11 grammar in unit 7 technology. In another short video I'm going to cover 12. This is the end of unit 7. Fine. So I hope we see soon.